What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet 2. That's right, we're back, baby, and we've actually got some brand new DLC today. So there was kind of like a general game update that was just quality of life improvements and fixed some bugs and made some things work better, etc, etc. But there was also the new South America pack, which comes with 5 new animals and I believe some new like decorations and plants and stuff like that. I don't know, we're gonna check it out, we're gonna see what happens. However, I think we're going to start a new zoo to be able to do so. So this right here is our old zoo that we spent over 40 episodes pouring our heart and soul into. I absolutely love it, but as you guys can see from the footage, it's just a little bit laggy. Like we have so many animals, we have so many moving pieces and you know, trains and trams and gondolas and all kinds of stuff like that. Like there's just too much going on. My PC can't handle it. It can't run smoothly anymore. So I figured because we've got a new DLC, let's just start a new zoo, and it's going to be dedicated to these 5 animals that we're going to be adding in here. So should be kind of fun. We're kind of expanding our franchise a little bit. We're going to select the tropical biome in South America. Difficulty, I guess we'll go with medium. Sounds good to me. And this is going to be the, I guess just the tropics. I'm trying to think of something that kind of fits with what we already have going on. We've got our oasis out in Africa, and now we're going to have our tropics down in South America. So we're going to create this. I'm kind of excited. It's going to be a new landscape. And like I said, we're going to check out these 5 new animals probably over the course of the next 4 videos. And we'll see what we can do. Whoa. Whoa, what? Hold on a second, dude. This is our entrance, and you're gonna walk into a zoo that's on the side of a mountain. Like we're up at Machu Picchu or something. Dude, this is amazing. This is honestly even better than using our old zoo. All right, I'll take it. I didn't know you could get stuff like that. That is insane. So I guess first things first, we got to kind of figure out our layout. Like I said, we've got 5 new animals. Today we're going to focus on the jaguar. There's also the llamas, the capuchin monkeys, and then last but not least, we're going to be checking out the giant anteater and the red-eyed tree frog, which I think the tree frog is just in kind of like the little enclosures. You can't actually make something special for them. So yeah, we're going to have 5 of those. I'm thinking, like, what kind of a layout can we do with this, dude? This is kind of crazy. I guess we could have people walk in, and we kind of have to do some sort of a circle, and we could maybe use stairs. I'm gonna think about this. Obviously we have a lot of space. It's just it's all long and narrow, which is weird. I do think this is gonna be a bit more of an intimate zoo though, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a bit smaller. We're not gonna have nearly as many people coming into it and that sort of thing, which is gonna be kind of nice. I'm trying to figure out, I mean, we can kind of run this down the center here, and then I'm thinking maybe we have kind of a 90-degree kind of turn off here where you can go right or left. Not gonna lie, that's a lot of stairs that you're gonna have to climb, but I guess we're gonna have to do it, dude. I don't know what else we could do. Okay, so I've got this set up like this, and I kind of like the idea, but now that I'm thinking more about it, I mean, first of all, this is a lot of walking for the guests. Like, we're trying to make the most of this space, but that's a lot of walking for them. I'm wondering, what if we made this bottom section primarily the zoo section, and then we could put the staff areas up here on the top section so it's completely removed from it. The staff will have a nice view looking over the animals off into the you know, mountain range here. But that way, I mean, this is, first of all, this is just too big. This is too big for this many animals, and it just doesn't really make sense. Like, as a guest, I'm not trying to get leg day in when I go to the zoo, you know what I mean? I'm trying to relax and just have a good time, learn about some animals and have some fun. So I'm gonna mess around with this. This is a work in progress. All right, I think something like this is a little bit more manageable. I feel like I said, we were getting a little bit crazy there. And watch what we're gonna be able to do. So I noticed we have a little indent here. We've got a little indent back here. That's where we're gonna end up putting our staff paths. So let's go in here. We're gonna grab our staff paths. So I'm gonna have it go back like this, and then we're gonna have it go up, and it's gonna twist. We're gonna have a spiral staff staircase at each one of these points, and that should just about bring us up to the level that we need to be at. I guess we're gonna need one more here, so we can go like that, and then we can flatten it out. And what do you know? All of a sudden, we've got a staff area up here, although that's not exactly perfectly straight, so I'm gonna try to straighten this out, but you guys see what I'm doing here. Whew. That actually looks pretty slick, and it's going to be really, really effective. Our keepers are always going to be close. They're always going to be able to get to those exhibits and stuff, but they're also going to be out of sight, out of mind for the guests, which is kind of cool. All right, so now we're going to work on the Jaguars. I think our Jaguars have to be the first thing that you walk in the zoo, and it's going to be like, hey, well, bam, Jaguars right here. So I guess we're going to set them up right in this area. Now, ooh, I just realized we aren't going to be able to buy Jaguars until we get our trade centers and stuff set up. So we've actually got a little bit of work to do. We're starting from scratch, I forgot. So we're going to come up here. We're going to have to get some facilities set up. We're going to grab a trade center. Do we have any specific theme that we want to use for this? I mean, technically, these are going to be completely out of sight, out of mind, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like. I don't think we really have a good one for South America anyway, so we're going to go with the basic ones for now. We may end up changing that up in the future. So we're setting everything up here. We got a vet, we've got a quarantine, we've got a workshop, we've got a staff room, we've got everything you need. I guess we'll do a large research center as well, is going to be our last piece. Let's get this all set up. We got a nice little row of buildings here. Like I said, still pretty close to the exhibits and everything. And now I think what we've got to do is we got to hire some staff. So we're going to go into staff. We're going to hire, I mean, we only need one of each to start, I guess. So let's be smart. Let's not be too crazy. Caretaker, keeper, mechanic. We'll hire some security, even though I don't think we really need that yet. We don't need a vendor yet for sure. So let me cancel on that. We'll hire a vet. And boom, welcome to the squad, everybody. I appreciate you big time. And now we've got to get to work on finding some animals. So I'm going to go into our animal market here. These are the capuchin monkeys that we're going to be taking a look at eventually. But for right now, like I said, we are going to be starting off with the Jaguars. So let's filter through these Jaguars, see what we've got. Looks like we can get this guy, or this girl, Chalmikachulut. She actually looks pretty solid, and you guys can see our conservation credits from our last zoo do carry over. I'm gonna go ahead and adopt her. She looks pretty good. Do we have any good males in here? Petlea here has some pretty good fertility. Ooh, low longevity, but actually good everywhere else. $3,000. I'm gonna go ahead and adopt. I'm assuming for these big cats, we're only gonna want one of each, right? Yeah, one male, one female. They live to be about 23 years old. They'll have 1 to 4 offspring per mating event. They'll mature at 3 years. Okay, looks good to me. So we've got our Jaguars. Now we've got to get our enclosure. They're gonna need a grade 3 climb-proof fence that's at least 10 feet tall, which honestly is a little ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, that is extremely tall. But we're going to give them just that. So like I said, I think when you first walk in the zoo, it should kind of be a front and center type deal. These Jaguars are gonna just kind of introduce you to everything that we have to offer here at the tropics. We need, I think, like, what was it? 705 square meters, so it's really not that big. We can go a little bit bigger than necessary. Obviously, we're going to end up with a pretty small zoo here, so we can kind of spoil our animals a little bit, but I'm thinking maybe that's pretty good. 10 feet is going to be a little over 3 meters, so I'm going to say let's just do like a 3.1. Looks pretty good to me. We've got that there, and then of course we're going to want to let people be able to see them, so we are going to turn this into a see-through exhibit. Or actually, we should probably let's just practice this right away. Let's do the one-way glass. Weird, it's not saving. All right, I'm not sure what's going on with that. But anyway, next up, I'm gonna set up a little wooden habitat gate for our keepers over here on the side. That's gonna look good. And then I say, let's get a top-down view for some of our guests. So we're gonna grab another guest path here. And we're gonna kind of bring it up a bit. Shoot, you know what I just realized? We spent a lot of money on like infrastructure and stuff, and we don't have any animals in the park yet, so we haven't had any visitors, and we're down to $700. We're gonna have to take a $50,000 loan. Okay. At least we've got that going for us, and we're gonna have to at least get these guys in here so we can get some people through the door and get some paying customers. Otherwise, we're gonna be in bad shape. Look at these beauties, dude. Oh my goodness, I love it. Checking out the new enclosure, the new home. I promise it is gonna be a lot more than a grassy field here pretty soon. So let's pause this. Do we have people coming in the door yet? Uh-oh, we've got our first guests. That's pretty exciting. Oh, they're coming in droves, bro. All right, that's good. The problem is they have kind of a long walk before they get to the animals, but that's fine. There wasn't really a lot of space to work with there. So anyway, yeah, so I promise it's going to be more than just a grassland. Let's check out what they want. So from a terrain perspective, obviously hard shelter. I want to build them some sort of a pool. I know these guys like to swim. And then we also need climbable area up to 92 square meters. So that's not much, but we can make something happen there. In terms of terrain, they're looking pretty good. They could use a little bit more soil, but everything else looks solid. Environment, of course, they're going to want a lot of plants. These guys are from the jungles. They like the tropical lush jungles and that sort of thing, but we got to be careful. Like I said, we don't really have a lot of money, so it might kind of be a work in progress. We might kind of have to make do for now, at least make them happy, and then worry about improving it later on once we get a little bit of money. I guess we'll see how it works out. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our vet, and we are going to, we don't have power. We need power up there. Dude, starting from scratch is weird. We're going to put Terrence, our only vet, on researching the Jaguar. He's a 1-star vet. Again, we're starting from scratch, so it's going to take him a while, but at least he's going to start developing some toys and getting some better food for them and stuff like that. Next up, we're going to come into our nature, and we're gonna need lots of trees and stuff. I think I'm trying to think of how the general layout should be. Maybe like a little pond over in this area, maybe kind of a little den shelter thing behind it, and then yeah, that should be pretty good. We can actually, all of these over here, we can make these just one solid wall because it's not like people are gonna be looking through that anyway. So let's go ahead and change that to no window there. And then I guess let's get started working on their hard shelter. We want kind of like a little rocky, cave over here. We've got some plants and stuff. I'm gonna open it up a little bit, but we've got some nice color in here, little like birds of paradise or whatever those things are. Could probably use a few more beds just to kind of give them nice solid bedding all around. Don't want them to be uncomfortable. I think something like that looks pretty nice. All right, that's what I'm talking about. We could they wanted a little bit of what's it called, right? The soil. Ooh, we've got different soil and stuff here. That's kind of interesting. I guess that makes sense because we're in a different part of the world. But we could kind of, do a little bit more intensity, a little bit smaller size. We could do some more soil around their den. Ooh, this is nice. I like it. Our soil and stuff really didn't change that much, and the different kinds of grass didn't change that much in our African zoo. So to have this is kind of cool. We can do that, and then we can kind of fade it a little bit, so it's not like a really big, hard change, something like that. Got a little soil over the corner. That looks pretty nice. I'm thinking let's put a really big, lush, like lake and forest put together right in front of their little enclosure, little cave, whatever you would call it. We're gonna put it right out in front, so this is kind of gonna be their main area that they hang out in, and then this over here can be like feeding and toys and stuff like that. So we're gonna grab our terrain tool again. We're gonna go into our sculpting, and we're gonna build them a nice, I don't really want it to be a circular lake. I feel like we always do a lot of circular lakes, so let's do kind of like a weird figure 8 type thing. Let me see how that's gonna look. That didn't really do much. I think we need, hold on, we need a little more oomph in it, a little more intensity. So I'm gonna say let's do like kind of almost like a figure 8 lake. So we'll get that, and then we'll make this a little bit smaller. We'll connect the two. Maybe kind of have a weird little side over there. Something like this. So it's not so mundane, and you know what I mean? Like it's a little bit different than the circles and ovals and stuff that we normally put in. So we've got this, and now we are just gonna load this thing up with trees and stuff and flowers and everything that they would love. So we're gonna grab tons of palms. We're gonna grab rocks. We're gonna have this thing just absolutely loaded up. I'm gonna go like this. The problem is the palms are gonna end up blocking a lot, unfortunately. But I feel like the palms are kind of the most Jaguar thing here. One of. And throw some other little trees and stuff in. We really don't want to make it so that people can't see them, but at the same time we want them to feel like they're at home. So that looks pretty good. Is there anything more kind of closer to the ground? I kind of like these things over here. Let me grab some more of these. And we can kind of throw these down towards the ground. We're just trying to make like a really lush tropical forest type vibe. This looks really good here. So we're gonna add some of these in just to add a little bit of color. Yeah, dude, this is actually coming together quite nicely. And dude, this game is performing so much better than it was previously. Oh my gosh, we had been seriously lagging all over the place for the past few episodes, and it is so smooth now because we don't have as much going on. We probably should have switched quite a while ago, but we'll just keep working with it. Let me move this a little bit more to the side. Maybe on the other side, something like that. All right, we've got that. Let me. I'm gonna go into nature here. We're gonna look for some rocks. We want some tropical rocks. Nothing too crazy big, but I'm thinking we could just kind of add a few of these in here just to give it a little bit of a different vibe. You know, maybe one in the middle. We have that. Where's the Pride Rock one? We've got this thing, so we could kind of give them. Oh, that's pretty big though. I don't really want to cover up the entire lake with rocks, but I'm trying to like kind of give them a bit of a Pride Rock scenario where they could kind of potentially, you know, climb it. Maybe something like that. I mean, that's not bad. It is taking up quite a bit of their swimming area, but that's not bad. Dude, this is looking pretty good so far. For climbing, I found this bridge in the workshop that we might be able to work with. So hold on, let me see if we raise this up a bit. I'm trying to see where this would make sense. If it's kind of like this, it's going to enable them to cross the water. And it's going to kind of take up more of their swim. We might have to extend the lake a little bit this way is what I'm kind of thinking we do. But that way, is that actually going to take care of their climbing space? Let me see here. That takes care of their climbing that they need. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, let's expand this lake a little bit, and we could kind of keep the crazy jungleness going over this way. They don't really need this much open area anyway. They like the density of the jungle. So we're gonna keep it going. Gonna have to go in, grab our terrain tool, take out some of this water, and we're gonna expand it out this way. Gonna add like a little rock here at the end. All right, I'm thinking that is actually looking pretty solid there. I think we're gonna add a little bit more. We definitely need to get some stuff along this back wall, maybe some ivy and stuff. But I do kind of feel like we've got a pretty sick little thing happening here. Let me check in with these guys and see. Enrichment is obviously not good. I don't think we know anything, do we? Let me go into habitat. We should probably set up their food and water and stuff like that. So we're gonna take a look at the jaguar species here. Looks good. And let's look at food and water. So for a food tray, I'd say we just put it close and in front of the window. We're just gonna set it up like right there. Watering dish is going to be pretty much the same thing. Just kind of set it up next to the food tray. They can take care of both all at once. Next up, I mean, do we have any enrichment items? Oh, we do. I guess we have researched big cats before. We know about our cheetahs and stuff. So we know they're going to like a little cardboard box. They're going to like a little fire hose ball. They're gonna like, ooh, the prey scented snacks for sure. We could like put this over here on this rock, kind of set it up like that. We've got a little rubbing pad that we could set over here in the corner so people get a good view if they use it. I actually kind of like the pillar more. They don't have the pillar though, I don't think. Oh, there's a scratching post. Let's do that instead. All right, so I'm gonna put the scratching post over here. We could put, I'm trying to think, Nothing that we're going to be able to instantly refresh. I was hoping they'd like the mirror mobile or something. I was going to try to put something up on top of the bridge. Maybe we'll put a sprinkler up on top of the bridge. We can't make it like a prey scented snack or anything because our keepers aren't going to be able to get up there. But they can certainly go play in the sprinkler up there. That's actually kind of a cool thing. Guests think the tickets are underpriced. I mean, oh, they're free right now. Yeah, we're gonna bring that up to we're gonna say $9 and $3 to start things off. We'll see how that goes. We've got to start getting some profit in here, dude. Otherwise, we are gonna be in trouble. So we've got all that. In terms of enrichment, they need some food enrichment. So let me go back into our habitat. I mean, we're gonna be able to, we could put like a little blood pumpkin, like maybe over here. And then, I mean, a rotation line feeder, maybe over in this corner. They can kind of grab some of that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Enrichment, welfare, everything is up to 100%. Guests still think the tickets are underpriced. I'm going to say 15 and 5 then. Or 15 and 8. Sounds good to me. We'll see how that is. But okay, we've got a decent start here. I think there are other little things that we can add in, but I mean, look at how just gorgeous and lush this area is. I think we need to add more little plants over here, and we really have to think about that back wall, what we want to do there. Let's just take a moment to appreciate what we've got going on here, though, dude. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? I want to know how these people got in here. Where did they arrive? How, like, you just came out of the inside of a mountain, just out of nowhere. This is crazy. All right, so we're gonna go in. Let's go back to nature. Let's see what we're looking at here. We don't have our filters set up, so we're gonna go to north and south. We're gonna look at not desert, temperate, tropical, and grassland, and we're gonna see what else we could do. I guess let's throw some lily pads in here. We'll definitely make it look pretty nice. I don't want them to be too big though. I don't want it to be overpowering. So we'll set like some little lilies. See, like these are really big. I'm looking for slightly smaller ones, but I guess they're just gonna have to make do. A little something like that. Maybe one over on this side. All right, that looks pretty good. Trying to see just small, colorful tropical plants are really what I'm looking for. Little things like this might be kind of a good idea. We can just kind of throw these in here. They've got a bit of a curve to them too, which makes it nice to be able to go around some of these curved plants. Don't want to get too repetitive, but I want different stuff in here, you know what I mean? So we've got that. Trying to see, I mean, we've got more like singles if we want to do singles anywhere. Like I said, I don't want to do too much of the same thing though. We've got the little elephant ears, the little Dutchman's breeches. Little goldenrod. This is kind of interesting. They might like this. I'm down to add a little yellow into some of these. Again, just trying to make it as lush and tropical as possible. Ooh, these hyacinths. These are nice. So we can throw some of these in. Oh yeah, dude, this is starting to come together. Anything else? I mean, we've got these lobster claws. We already have a few of these in there. Got a bunch of vines and stuff. All right, I feel like from this perspective, we're actually looking pretty good. I think our little lake area here is pretty solid. Next up, we're gonna have to tackle this back area back here, and I kind of want to make this a bit more lush. And I think probably these two we probably don't need the windows in, so we could add some more plants back in there just to make them feel like this is their own little jungle area. I guess we could start with some palms. Can never go wrong with some palms, so we'll put some palms back there. We could put some other little ones around it. Looks pretty good. Let's grab some of the bushes that we've been using. I really like these guys, these lobster claws, so we can just really kind of get this thing popping. These hyacinths are definitely very pretty, so I'll do a little line on the right side there, maybe throw one up here on the rock on the left side. All right, so I mean that thing's looking a little bit better now. Now we got to worry about this back wall, dude. I don't know, it's so ugly. We could just do a line of plants, and we could do like a line of these goldenrods, but I feel like that doesn't really fit. We could do, ooh, this is kind of a pretty flower. I haven't seen this one, so I'm gonna throw this in a couple of different spots. I love how we're just, you need to at least make sure it's on the ground. But I love how we're just randomly throwing plants in and it's working. This has been the easiest decoration that we've done for an exhibit. I mean, I'm looking like we could do vines and stuff, but I'm also worried that that's gonna get a bit too repetitive. Let me see if I get this thing flat against the wall. Like, yeah, we can. Hold on, we can get a little bit better than that. Let's bring this out. Beautiful. All right. And I think we need to rotate it this way a little bit. There we go. Okay, that should be pretty good. So, like, we could set this up against this wall, but then, like, if you do too many of them, it's just, I don't know, it's not necessarily going to look great. I guess we can kind of offset them, and we'll put a few of these, and then we'll grab a slightly longer one, and we're going to have to reset this thing up. So then we could kind of throw some of these in here just to mix it up a bit. But I mean, this, if you want me to be honest, this isn't necessarily doing it for me. I guess it's better than nothing. It just this back wall is tough. We could line it more with some of these. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. It might be something that we end up changing later. I feel like in the past, in a lot of our other exhibits, we've always just kind of done this, which I'll line the whole thing with these and we'll see how it works. Bam. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I feel like it doesn't look natural at all. You know what I mean? I love everything else that we have going on here, and that just it seems a little forced. But I can't unless we just. Is it better to just leave it? Do you just not touch it? Do you just leave it barren? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. But I feel like we did a really good job here, dude. I feel like these guys are very happy where they at. Let me find one of them. What in the world? Are they in the water? Nobody. Oh, one's up top. Oh my gosh, dude. No way. He's so cute. Hold on a second. Oh, he got moved. I think it's because we clicked on him while he was climbing. That's unfortunate. Sorry, little buddy. He is so cute. Wait, is this? Oh, this is our girl. Chalmakalahult. All right, look at her. She's just loving life. This is our male right here. Hopefully these guys are gonna end up having some babies. Hopefully they'll start producing for us. But I think overall they're already producing, dude. Look at all these people who are all excited to see them. One thing we are gonna have to do is in terms of the guests, we've got to get some learning and tipping facilities going on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place down a boatload of tipping jars. Yes, please. Give us your money. I'm gonna put one on each corner here. Put one on this ledge. Put one up here. Put one in the middle. Put one there. Put one, you know, maybe more towards here. All right, so we've got those all over the place. Then we're gonna have to go in. We gotta get our TVs. We gotta get all of our education stuff. You guys know the deal. I'm gonna put an educational speaker next to each one. Hopefully, be able to entice them to tip a little bit more. So let me go ahead and grab this. Oh man, we're not gonna need that many educational speakers. These things cover a lot of ground. So we're gonna set those up. Can grab another one and throw it over on this side. One small problem I didn't think of is I don't know how we're gonna get power out here. We didn't. I mean, we've got a power generator up here, obviously, but that's not gonna be able to reach down here. So we may not be able to have power on this one. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But as long as people are tipping, we'll figure it out eventually. We'll get something done, dude. Look at these guys. So cool. Oh, he's excited. Oh, where's he going? Where are you going? What are you doing? He's gonna go for a little swim. I like it. I knew they were gonna like that water, dude. I knew we had to do it. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is like watching Cooper swim, just significantly more smooth. Oh man, look at that. I saw the other one running back over here in the background. I kind of like having less going on because we can take more time to be intimate with our animals. You know what I mean? We can just kind of get to know them. I don't know what that little spaz was about. We can kind of take our time to view them and watch them, and it's not like the whole time we've got a million different, animals becoming hungry and fences breaking and just chaos to deal with. We can just kind of slowly but surely do our own thing. This is a rock that we need to get rid of, and that's gonna make him move. Sorry, but all right. So our first exhibit in our new zoo. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I feel like it turned out pretty well. One of the nicest kind of tropical jungle lake areas that we've done yet, and I'm pretty stoked about it. So hope you guys are ready for the next episode. I'll bring it to you all tomorrow. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.